Mapmen, 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 men.
It wasn't until someone called Jon Snow, not that Jon Snow, not that Jon Snow, this Jon Snow, did some thinking of his own.
He was in the perfect place at the perfect time.
Yes! I mean, how awful.
Including who had diarrhea when. Wow!
Cheers. Tastes quite sweet. Take this place. Looks simple. But what if we told you it was pronounced Grimmies? We'd be lying. It's Grimsby. Ha 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 ha! Wrong, it's not Frome.
Frome, it should be blitheringly obvious, is pronounced Froome.
Excuse me, could you mispronounce Frome for me? Portsmouth. That'll do.
Up to Towcester.
Toaster.
Then a quick and the sound in.
Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, sorry, Berkhamsted. English. Belgic Oppidum.
Which was sensibly renamed Braintree.
My Polish is better already.
Dobre zbronie.
Yes. Now, don't watch it now, watch it later.
When in fact they were just laying gas pipes.
Idiots.
Prince Philip, I'm home.
This is not what I signed up for. Even though the Russians were mapping different cultures and landscapes from they'd have at least been thoughtful enough not to pronounce it Frome. It's heavily rumoured that Jay is in fact a Kremlin Twitter bot.
Koshmar.
Thanks, Russia.
You're welcome. Oops.
Welcome to Mapmen.
We're the men.
And here's the map.
Mapmen.
Here in India. The obvious and exciting question becomes,
When are the dinosaurs coming back?
where are the continents going next? Like Mount Merapi, which some of the best people in the world are known to have climbed. Oops, sorry. Aw, isn't that nice?
Is a nice reminder of our own utterly insignificant place within the universe.
We're the men.
And here's the
Do it properly.
And here's the map. Temperatures reach the dizzying lows of minus 60 degrees Celsius, which is the same as minus 60 degrees centigrade.
As well as looking like the world's largest dessert. None.
Good.
Because the mood on the international stage was
Which meant the map was effectively frozen. Which means everyone's favourite Antarctic fact, you have to take your poo home with you.
You don't want to look in those.
resulting in catastrophic consequences across the blah 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 blah.
And so he named the Caribbean islands the West Indies because he'd sailed west to find them. Which is weird because if he thought about it and he had actually gone around the world and hit the East Indies, he'd have hit them on the east side, so he probably should have called them the East Indies. So if he had been right, the West Indies would today be on the eastern side of the Indies, which is ridiculous.
Hear ye, hear ye! There's a brand new continent we knew nothing about until now, full of gold and spices and exciting new vegetables!
It's a bit like if I discovered a continent and they named it Markland instead of the more enticing sounding Cooper World Jonesania. They wanted it so much they paid $10 million for it, which they call
Los Estados Unidos.
And confuse them with people who serve cheese out of a spray can.
or a genre of music, presumably so they can then colour in the countries they visit to show everyone how cultured and worldly and annoying they are. The most recent examples include Timor-Leste in 2002, Montenegro in 2006, and South Sudan in 2011, who in February 2011 founded the country of Forvik. But forever did not, it turned out, mean until we find gold, which happened shortly after.
You need what's creepily referred to as a monopoly over violence, or total military control, to become one happy Horn of African country.
Nobody cares about Sudan.
I said I'm George Clooney, and I can make people care about South Sudan because I say I care. I mean, because I do care. I'm not acting now, this is real.
Damn it. Oh my god, you are George Clooney, winner of an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Sudan in 2, you say? Consider it done.
I'm a hero!
Does that mean I can declare my half of the desk an independent country?
Yes, but I'd only invade.
And I deserve it.
When you look at the world map, it's immediately obvious how many continents there are and which countries belong to which ones.
No, it isn't.
That's right, that's why we're doing an episode about it.
And Australinia.
Not to be confused with Australasia, an increasingly unfashionable term describing Australia and New Zealand and some but not all of the Pacific Islands, so we're not going to mention it again. Especially for the purpose of making sure no country misses out on being incontinent.
Culture.
And speaking as someone who's a 32nd Armenian, where do you think these eyebrows come from, I can confirm I have no idea what continent it should be in. And when people think they're different, they like to talk about things like independence.
In its first year, just 7 very European countries took to the stage. Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Switzerland and West Germany.
But with more countries wanting to get in on the pop-tastic action, this quick
What Eurovision demonstrates quite well is that continents are all about politics.
Are you really a 32nd Armenian?
Yes.
Because I'm a 23rd Hawaiian.
Are you really?
No.
Mapmen, Mapmen, Map, Map, Mapmen, men, 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 men.